going on, guys? It is a beautiful Saturday out here, opening day for quite a few trail systems in Wisconsin. And I've realized that I have made a bit of a mistake over the last couple months, and especially today. So we're at the Embarrass River ATV OHM ORV Trail Park. This is a off-road destination for just about any type of machine you've got, even a bicycle, as you may have already saw there. This is a really pretty neat place, and if you guys have been following the channel, you saw me riding my Honda XL250R here on the 2 miles of single track that they had last year. Well, this year, thankfully, they also opened the ATV trail, which is what I'm on right now, to dual sports, and actually to all OHMs. So that's really been kind of nice, because I am no longer able to ride the 2 mile single track or the 8 mile single track that they just finished this year, that I'm really kind of itching to get on. And what I'm getting at here, and the reason for the title of the video, is I sold that XL250R. I ended up selling it to my buddy Jason. I'm feeling a little silly that I got rid of that bike, and I'm glad that he's got it now, and that's really something that I've wanted for a long time. He's a snowmobile riding buddy, and he's got a street bike, but not a off-road bike. And I think if you like snowmobiles, you're gonna really like dual sport riding, especially in Wisconsin. So I'm glad that he's got it, but the plan was to sell that bike to him and then buy a Honda. Whoops, I'm always doing this wrong way. A 2022 Honda CRF 300, which, if you guys haven't been paying attention at all, the Japanese bikes have kind of seemed to be climbing in CC this year. The Kawasaki KLX is now a 300, and the Honda has, I think, the most horsepower in the street class anyways, or the dual sport class, I should say, at like 32 or something, which is almost like 10 horsepower more than my XL250R. So I was really looking forward to getting one of those. However, I should have done a little bit of research before I actually handed the keys over to Jason, because you're not able to get a hold of one of those, and it's kind of a similar situation to the Tenere, similar-ish. I think it's more to do with the lack of materials and the probably hit on the workforce over in Japan, just like there has been everywhere. They just haven't been making enough of them to meet the demand, and they're all sold out through August. It actually kind of seems like you really can't buy almost anything. I actually recently ordered a trailer because the place that normally stocks them does not have any in stock. And even the other bike that I'm kind of looking at, which is actually, you guys, nobody freak out now, is actually a Chinese made motorcycle. And I have always been very against anything made there, just because most of the time it's really not meant for actually riding. It's meant to get some money out of your pocket, and that's about it. It's not really going to last you very long, or maybe even run at all. However, the one that I'm looking at is an Orion RXB, and you guys let me know if you've heard of those and what you think about me getting one of those. It's cheap, and I could kind of do a sort of a, you know, this is the, I guess it'd be the, instead of the cheapest, it's the most expensive Chinese bike you can get type videos on it, which I don't know if you guys have seen those. There's plenty of stuff out there with chainsaws and other stuff, people buying stuff online that's the cheapest and testing it out, which would kind of be the plan for it. I just look so cool with the sun. I don't know what he's up to. So I should let these guys go past. Yeah, but I think that would definitely be kind of a neat thing to test out and to do. So let me know what you guys think of that. And even those seem like they've been a little bit hard to get a hold of, but they've actually redesigned them this year, so I think that'd be kind of cool. The thing that I like about that is they're actually basically a dirt bike with a headlight on it. Woo! They sell the same same version, or the same thing as a road version, off-road version, and it's really no different from a suspension standpoint or a motor, and it's not that powerful. It's probably about what my old bike was for horsepower, the XL250R. So we'll see. Woo! I'm not 100% sold on it yet. It is a pre-order situation. Woo! And I'm not expecting it to be anything super nice, obviously. I mean, it's a Chinese one, and they're definitely not known for their reliability, their resale, or anything else. It'd really just be for testing out for the channel and for anybody that is interested in them. And it seems like they do have a bit of a following. So we'll see. Haven't quite made my mind up yet. I guess let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and understand that I'm not buying it because I think I'm going to be able to use it for the next 20 years. I guess it would be a good test to see how long it would last, but that would really be the point of it, not to buy it as my sole mode of transportation or anything. Hello. Seems like the used market is not only just absolutely insanely priced, which I mean, I guess it's been climbing for the last couple of years, it seems like, and I mean, of course it's always going to climb, but it's kind of now climbed to the point of absolute ridiculousness. Seems like you can buy new bikes cheaper than you can buy used ones, and you can turn around and sell your last year model for the same thing you paid for it at the dealer, which is just absolutely crazy. But I think the lack of availability for new stuff, like I've kind of talked about already, is really kind of a big reason for the used market being so insane. Because if you can't get a hold of a new one and you want one, well, you got to buy a used one. It seems like the economy for motorcycles and trailers and four-wheelers and vehicles is really doing pretty good. It seems like it's definitely going crazy like the housing market is. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden giving you the news. You know all this probably, but that's another reason that I'm probably not going to buy anything used this year. And I'd like to have a new bike to test on the channel, not something that's been around for a lot of years. I don't know why I even turned my dash camera on. I haven't hardly used my seat at all. Could have left it at home. See, I think we've almost seen the whole main loop now. We're getting pretty close. I gotta just say, this sand kind of took me by surprise a bit. This stuff isn't too bad here, but that's really the first sand that I've hit on the Tenere. Oh yeah, now we did a loop. Between the lightness of the bike and the Motos Tractionators, which I've got links for all that stuff down in the description if you guys are interested, and they're actually associate links through Rocky Mountain ATV now, which pays me a little bit better than the Amazon ones do, so don't be afraid to check those out. Whew. I was hoping to show you some of the airborne MX bikes. We're watching them do the big like 50-foot jumps. That was pretty cool. I'd really like to try that someday, but I think I may be a little bit too far past my prime to get into that sport. We'll see. I figured I would roll through the camping portion here so you can see what that looks like. Hey, puppy dog. It's actually pretty well spread out, it looks like. Not too close. Pretty decent for a smaller-ish chunk of land like this anyways. I think you get packed tighter in some state campgrounds up north, actually. Right by the Embarrass River there, I think, or a part of it anyway. Are you supposed to be in there? I don't know what that says. Huh. I think you've got definitely power hookups. I'm not sure about water. I suppose you bring that in yourself with a rig like that anyhow. Kind of neat though, and I think they've got more camping in other areas as well. Fish right there. No double riding. So I think this will be my last go around. I don't think I'm going to film much of this at all. And we'll probably show you a little bit of the deep sand here. Show you how the Tenere and the Tractionator Adventures do. I don't know if I clipped that part in or not, but I got offered to ride that beta, and I would like to, but I don't know. It's still kind of early in the season, and I just met that guy, so I don't really want to drop somebody's bike I just met, but it's super nice of them to offer. Boy, what a beautiful day. I think we're supposed to get to 77. Ah, the mud. Yeah, so here's some of that sand. Let's see. Nice little spot to look at the river there. Yeah, this thing definitely gets loose, and it feels similar to what the KLR would do. However, this thing just feels so much lighter when it's loose. It's not near as much of a fight to kind of keep it under control. The KLR would kind of like hit you when it would go from side to side, and this, I mean, it's definitely, it's moving, which you guys probably can't really see from where you're at, but as much as it's moving, it doesn't take near as much power to keep it under control and to get it to go back the way you want it to. There's the bottom of the suspension. Oh, but it has just been a blast out here today. My arms are feeling it. For some reason, I decided to hand till our garden this year, which was not a good idea. Need to borrow the neighbors next time. But it has been just an absolute blast. So make sure you guys get out and ride if you can. If you can't, well, hey, hit that subscribe button so you see every time I put a video out. Click that bell so it lets you know. And check out some more videos up at the top. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, stay safe, and stay swanky.